This is what you can do to prepare if you've been scheduled for a new mega masters calendar hearing in immigration court. So the Trump administration had just started initiating what's called a mega masters, which is a change from the initial master calendar hearing. Normally, for an initial master calendar hearing, it is your first hearing, and there's usually 12 to 36 people inside a given judge's courtroom. Every immigration court houses a certain number of judges. It can be anywhere from one judge for an entire immigration court system, or it can be up to 50 judges for some of the larger immigration courts. And each one of these judges has their own courtroom. Now, what the Trump administration is trying to do is in mass, they want to see hundreds of people as opposed to the normal 12 to 36. These hundreds of people will show up and fill up a given courtroom. It will be standing room only. And this is how you, if you have one of these hearings, can best do to prepare. Now, the first thing that you're going to want to do is you want to show up hours early before your court hearing. Normally, I always advise my clients to show up an hour early before their normal initial master calendar hearings. In this case, I hesitate to say this, but I would advise showing up 2 hours early, just because you are now competing with hundreds of new people looking for parking spots, including their lawyers if they're represented. Number two, say your heartfelt goodbyes to your loved one. This I say as a joke, but at the same time, it's kind of serious. If you have that many people in a building, that is a fire hazard. I am hoping that the Trump administration has informed the immigration judges to properly schedule their people. But the whole goal of this is to mass process a lot of initial immigrants. So for that reason, it doesn't make sense for them to schedule properly. It actually makes sense for them to pack the federal building with as many undocumented people as possible to get them through the initial master calendar hearing, which means fire hazard. So be aware where the exits are. Don't take the elevator if there's a fire. If there is a fire and there's hundreds of immigrants in the building, you're all going to be competing for that fire exit. And you're not just competing with the other undocumented people. You're competing with the IRS department, the Social Security Administration, the ICE field office if it's located there, congressional offices, the tax court. All of these multiple federal agencies are usually housed in federal building. It varies, but they're there, and they're all struggling to get to that same exit. Now, the third thing is you need to speak up for yourself if you speak a foreign language that's not English and Spanish. At these initial master calendar hearings, usually the judge will just talk to everybody, tell them, all right, come back in 3 months with a lawyer. This is your one and only continuance. If you speak a foreign language, they don't provide you this advice in your most strong language, which could be Portuguese, it could be Arabic. Make sure to stand up for yourself and tell them that you do not understand. That way they can at least give you information in your target language. Otherwise, they might say that you had notice and the next hearing, they will order you deported if you're not ready to plead and you don't have a lawyer. Hopefully that helped. If you want the full article and sources, go to The Migration on Substack.